Hi, everybody. I wanted to come on Facebook today and kind of just take a few minutes to help everybody a little bit about my journey into the decision to also take on this really amazing new business with Young Living for selling essential oils. And I wanted to kind of give people a little bit of my why and also to kind of quickly go over some of the oils that are in the premium starter kit, which are the, basic oils that everybody loves to use, and how wonderful they are, and why we have decided to go with a more holistic approach to some of our living and our daily uses and our products and things like that. So I'm going to give people a minute or two to pop on. And in the meantime, I'll do what I always love to do, which is to look at my hair. I don't know why, but excuse me. I always love to make sure that my hair looks good when I'm on Facebook Live. Hey, Carolyn, thanks for listening. I adore you. I hope your hair is going to look fabulous when you're done instead of sitting here with me and looking at my fabulous hair. But so anyway, I'm just going to start, and because I want to make sure that I have time to go through everything before I have to get Remy from school a little early for her 6-year well visit. Can you believe it, that she's already 6? So a little bit about why I decided to take on this new adventure in my life and for my family and as a business. You're all probably wondering, why the hell is she doing this? She has a successful photography business and she's awesome at it and all this great stuff. And I totally love and appreciate everybody for feeling that way. And I'm so honored every time somebody books me for a gig, and it means the world to me. But at the same time, I also really feel compelled to spend more and more of my time and my weekends with my family. It's a scary thing because I absolutely love my photography business and it's not going anywhere, but it does need to change. But at the same token, I still need to contribute to my family and our financial well-being, and also, of course, our actual health and our lifestyle, and have a healthier, more organic lifestyle, which is something that I've slowly been trying to incorporate ever since Remy was born. Not always successful, but I do my best. So when a friend of mine a few years ago told me that she was doing essential oils and that maybe 1 or 2 of them would help Luca, who refused to sleep, she was very gracious, and she gave me lavender and cedarwood, and she also gave me Thieves to try on Remy and Luca. Thieves is not for sleep, but Thieves is for immunity, and it was in the winter time, so she passed it along as well. But she did give me the lavender and the cedarwood to see if those would help Luca kind of wind down a little bit better if I diffused them in her room. So she gave me these oils, and she told me to put it on the bottom of her feet or to diffuse them in her room, and I did. And I will say that they definitely helped and they definitely worked until, of course, I ran out of them. So at that point, I turned around and I bought a starter kit, and in the starter kit, it had a diffuser and it came with 11 oils. And from there, I on and off over the last 2 years would use those oils more so during the winter time. I would put the Thieves on, or if the girls were having trouble sleeping, I would use it for that, and so on and so forth. Until recently, when I met my friend Carolyn, who coincidentally, I walked into her home and I saw all of her beautiful oils in her very beautifully decorated bathroom. And I said, "Oh, you use oils. That's awesome. So do I." And we started talking, and she kind of rejuvenated my love for them. And I decided to join her for her selling process for Young Living, and wanted to jump on board and find a new and different way to help my family. So that is kind of my very simple journey towards selling Young Living. In the meantime, ever since I've picked it up again and started using these oils, I've really seen a huge difference in both the girls' health and how it's really helping to keep their immunity up. Or when they've started to get colds, I've been using different blends, and it's really been great because I haven't had to put Luca, who had a really bad cold and she was getting really congested in her chest. Did not have to go the route of antibiotics. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use antibiotics, but I'm saying in this circumstance, I was able to stave off using them rather than immediately needing to go and fill that prescription. So that was really, really wonderful and kind of an eye-opener for me that this could really, truly be a nice help in my family's healthy living and lifestyle. I also loved it the other day. Morgan was really congested, and he had heard me mention about how I was putting eucalyptus in the shower to help with breathing because I also was congested. And he started to do it, and he told me that it really did make him feel better when he got out of the shower, that he did feel a little more clear, and it woke him up in a very nice way. And I really loved hearing that he was inspired to pick up the bottle and to try it. So that was really wonderful for me because if anybody knows Morgan, he's super stubborn and he never wants to do anything I say. So that was kind of awesome. So a little bit about essential oils in general. Young Living's essential oils are grade A, which means that they are the best, highest quality that you can get. They're therapeutic and organic, and Young Living has a hand in the entire process from the growing all the way down to the bottling. So they don't leave Young Living's plants and they don't leave their eyesight. So we know that these are pure therapeutic grade A oils that are safe to use. You can use them on your children, but I would 100% tell you to dilute anything that you are putting on your children and to just do that with caution. I used oils diluted or diffused with Luca when she was around 9-10 months old, but I would not probably have used them on her younger than that. So that's just a little sidebar, and I can talk a little bit more about that as well. And by the way, thank you, Renee, Chloe, Katie, and Olivia for joining me. I really appreciate that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about this because I'm always talking about photography. But anyway, grade B is right below A, obviously, and it's food grade. It can contain some carrier oils. It's might have some synthetics in it. It's still an essential oil, but it's not quite as pure and complete as grade A would be. Grade C is perfume grade, and that's generally what you see in stores when you go to like TJ Maxx or Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or wherever you might find essential oils. They're usually grade C. They're perfume grade, and usually those have solvents mixed in with them, and a lot of those solvents are not pure. They might use alcohol in them to help dilute them or mix in a carrier oil. Hey, Katie. And then grade D is an aromatic oil, or oil. So that is generally when they actually strip the leftover essential oils. Hold on, I gotta make sure Kodak is not eating something he shouldn't. Okay, sorry about that. It was a bone on a chair, which we don't allow. Anyway, grade D is usually only an aromatic grade level oil. So they take the leftover essential oils that they didn't put into the bottle, and they strip those oils out, and they use the perfume, and they mix that with a carrier oil or, again, an alcohol or something like that. So you're not actually getting any of the therapeutic or organic properties of the essential oils that you would with a grade A. So that is why Young Living has the slogan Seed to Seal, because they have a process, they have a hand in the entire process from the growing of the different neat like plants and flowers and all of that stuff that go along with the oils all the way down to the packaging. Hey, Erica, thank you for joining me. And a little bit about how you can use the oils. You can use them in 3 different ways. You can use them by diffusing them, which is one of the most popular. It's, hi, Leslie, and it's one of the most popular ways to do it. You can use a diffuser, and Young Living sells diffusers, and when you buy the premium starter kit, you get your 11 oils plus your diffuser, which is awesome and a great way to start off your journey. The other way that you can use them is topically. where you can put them on what they call neat, which is directly onto your skin, or you can dilute them, which is what I always suggest for children. Or if you just feel like the scent is too strong, you can dilute it, or you can ingest them. I would say that I would ingest very sparsely. That's just my personal take on it. It's kind of a controversial topic. Not many people, I don't promote it, but I don't dissuade from it. It's something that you have to decide on if that's for you. But Young Living actually has a whole line. They call it their Vitality line. And those are oils that are graded specifically safe for ingesting. Again, not all oils are created equal. Some of them are not to be ingested. For example, wintergreen is not one that you would want to ingest. And what I love is, and Carolyn, you're so cute. I'm glad that you're watching me even with no volume, so thank you. But for example, wintergreen is in Panaway, which is one of the oils in your starter kit. And Panaway, the nickname for that is Pain Away, because it's great for any pain ailments that you might have. Like if you were working out and your muscles were tense, you might want to rub it on. So things like that. But it has wintergreen in it. So it comes with a child safety lock. So that way your kids can't get into it. Whereas something like Thieves or even lavender, which they do sell, is this lavender? That they do sell with as a Vitality. But even if it's not, it's still safe that if your kids got hold of it, that it wouldn't be detrimental to them. They wouldn't, you wouldn't need to worry to the same degree that you might if you got hold of Panaway. So that's just a little tip to know about the different bottles, and a quick little one. Again, there's a few here and there that you should be aware of, but wintergreen is one of them for kids. And also ingesting. I will say the other day I did try 1 drop of Thieves in my smoothie because I wanted to, have that immunity boost for the day. And surprisingly, it kind of tasted awesome. So it's not something that I would do every day, but I wanted to see how it tasted and how my body reacted to it. So I tried it and it was really great, actually, I have to say. So yeah, so those are just some of the different ways that you can use the oils. As I was mentioning, you can dilute them, and that is probably the best solution if you're going to roll them onto your skin, or if you're going to give them to your kids, or if you're going to put them in different places on your body. I love to use fractionated coconut oil, which I have right here. You can get it on Amazon. I like it with the pump because it's easy to pump into a roller bottle. And you would normally do a dilution of 1 to 3. So you'd put 3 parts fractionated coconut oil or vegetable oil or grapeseed oil, whatever oil that you choose that you like to use. Some of them are thicker than others. You'd probably want one that doesn't have a scent because it would change the scent of the essential oil. But I love to do it with the pump because it's really simple. So you do 3 parts fractionated oil to 1 part essential oil if you're diluting. And when I dilute them and I put them into rollers, it's really great. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Marie. Maria, thank you for listening in and watching me. It's really great because I feel comfortable giving those rollers to my girls. And we have a routine where they sit down underneath my oil tray, which you can see kind of in the background over there. It's blue hanging on the wall. And they sit over there and I pull out the oils. They know what they look like. And I tell them where they can roll them and how they know how to roll them on. And they do that every morning before school. And we do that at night before bedtime. So it's a fun routine, and I feel comfortable putting it on them and not worrying that they're overdoing it or that they're putting something in their mouths that they shouldn't, and they don't get it on their hands that way. So it's really great. And sometimes I let them pick something fun to put on before school, like Remy loves Peace and Calming. That's her new obsession, is Peace and Calming, and this hair is driving me nuts. So so she asks for that pretty much every day, and I'm like, sure, if you'll go to school peace and calm, I am down with that. So yeah, so that's kind of a little bit about dilution. So I'm going to quickly go over some of the oils in the starter kit, which, like I said, you get 11 oils, and I have 10 of them here. I forgot to pull my stress away, but I'll pull it. Some of the most popular oils are lavender, which, if anybody knows anything about essential oils, lavender is amazing for calming. It's great for trying to lull yourself to sleep. Some people like to put it in a spray bottle and mix it with a little bit of distilled water and witch hazel and have it as a linen spray, and you could put that on your pillow before you go to bed. You can mix it with peppermint or eucalyptus, but it's by far a staple in most people's homes, just in other ways too. A great, awesome, fun tip for anybody that's wondering how the heck you could use these besides putting them on yourself. I just recently bought wool dryer balls, and I've been putting Purification, which is this one right here. And this one is great for if you have a smelly room or smelly clothes. I usually use Purification after I have my annual latke parties because it helps to clear the latke smell that permeates my entire home. So I will diffuse Purification in every room that I possibly can to get that smell out. So I've been doing one dry ball of Purification and one of lavender on all my clothes recently because for some reason, for some reason, I've had some issues with like some of my clothes smelling funny, even though I've just washed them. And I can tell you hands down that this combo has been saving my clothes from meeting their untimely death to Salvation Army. So yeah, so Purification is really great for eliminating odors, or you can use it to kind of clear your mind if you want to diffuse it. But I generally use it for odor clearing and to just make a room smell lovely. And lavender is great for calming, for sleep, and also just for a scent if you enjoy, you know, the smell of lavender. So those are two really great ones. I think I mentioned Panaway briefly. Panaway is great for pain ailments. You can put it on, you can mix it with some fractionated coconut oil and, you know, massage it into a you know, someplace that you might have a tense neck or if you hurt your muscles, and so on and so forth. So that's what's really great with this one. But I would, again, be careful. It has wintergreen in it, so just make sure that, you know, keep it away from kids. And like any oil or anything, you know, you don't want to put this stuff in your eyes or, you know, in your mouth if you don't, you know, plan to ingest it. So just, again, please be aware of that. Olivia, which one is the pink one? It's called Purification. It comes in the premium starter kit, and it's awesome for clearing the air and for smells and stuff like that. This oil, which I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Copaiba, I want to say. This one is my new favorite. It's also in the starter kit, and I just have to smell it right now because I love it. But it's a Vitality, so you can ingest it if you wanted, which I have not. I don't really know if there's any real purpose for ingesting just yet. It's really great for inflammation. So if you have arthritis or, you know, your joints stiffen up in, you know, moisture and wet, like after the rain, and you're feeling really stiff, you can rub it on. You probably could ingest it for inflammation, but I wouldn't. And it's also great for sleep, and it smells awesome. It's very mild. It has a little bit of an earthy smell to it, but it's really lovely. And I was surprised because I don't know why they gave it a brown label, because brown kind of makes me feel like it wouldn't be so special, but I really love it. So this one's also in the starter kit. Peppermint, I mean, who doesn't know what peppermint smells like? Peppermint is awesome for awakening your senses. It's really great when you mix it with lavender and peppermint for a headache. I get notorious headaches, so I've been rubbing it right here on my temples. Some great spots to put oils are your temples, behind your neck here, like a stress point, obviously right here on your heart, right here on your neck, and also here on your wrists, and then the bottoms of your feet. Well, have fun at the class, and definitely come back and watch us later, Olivia. Thanks for watching. So peppermint is really great for smell, for awakening your senses, for headaches. You can also blend it with lemon and lavender and peppermint for allergies, which is something my amazing friend Rita told me about, which she's just, you know, awesome. And she was telling me how this really saved her son from using entire bottles of Benadryl pretty much every month for his allergy problems. So that was just awesome to hear. Another one is Thieves. Thieves is a huge, huge, huge seller, and it's kind of badass all around. Young Living also has a whole Thieves cleaning line. and toothpaste and mouthwash, all with using Thieves. Thieves is known for its immune support and its antibacterial properties. So that's why we use it as a cleaner. And you can take the Thieves cleaner, which I can, post a picture of. I forgot to pull it out. And you mix that with the cap full of Thieves with a cup of water, and you can clean your countertops, your bathrooms. I clean my wood floors with it. It's wonderful. And it smells kind of like fall and Christmas mixed all together in one. It has a very cinnamony, delicious smell to it, but it's wonderful. And I put this on my girls' bottoms of their feet every day before we leave for school to kind of help, keep their immunity up and protect them as best I can in a natural way from germs and colds and so on and so forth. And they love to put this on. So that's a little bit about Thieves. Lemon, I am sure you have all seen my blue hand photo, but lemon, it smells like lemon. So it's kind of amazing in general to smell. And it's definitely an uplifting scent. So you put it in your diffuser, and pretty much mixing anything with citrus in my book is awesome. So I love to mix this in my diffuser. You can put it, obviously, because it's a Vitality, in something if you choose to, but it also is really great for cleaning and getting sticky residue off of stuff, or paint or markers or things like that. So it's also a great degreaser. So if you really want to, you could put a drop or two in your Thieves cleaner. I am using this in my bathroom in replacement of a glass cleaner. I'm using this with the Thieves cleaner and a little bit of vinegar, and I'm mixing it all together with water and spraying it on my glass shower door after I'm done taking a shower. And it's been working wonders, and it doesn't smell disgusting like some of the other cleaners that I've been using. So that's a little bit about lemon. Digize. I'm sure you've all seen my Digize video. For anybody that knows me, I have had massive stomach issues for years and years and years. And I eat a very simple elimination diet type of diet for myself because of all my stomach problems. I follow a Whole30 paleo diet, and I still, even with that, sometimes have stomach trouble and stomach pain. And I was feeling really sick the other week, and I almost thought that Morgan was going to have to come home and help me. That's how bad I felt. And I said, you know what, screw it. I just got my bottle of Digize. Let me try it. You know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I put this on what they call neat. So I put it on straight directly, from the bottle on my stomach where it was bothering me. And I used my hands and I rubbed it in, and I lay down on the couch for about 5 or 10 minutes. And oddly enough, not oddly actually, my pain went away and I felt significantly better. It pretty much saved the day and saved Morgan a pointless trip to and from New York City. So it's really great for digestion and for stomach pain and for things like that. And a great tip, which I would love to try, but thankfully haven't had to, you can put Digize on its own or Digize with peppermint, and you could put a few drops into the toilet if someone is having constipation issues. And it's supposed, the aromatic quality of it is supposed to help to loosen the bowels and help to alleviate constipation. So thankfully, knock on wood, we haven't had that right now, but the next time we do, you can bet your bottom that I am going to be using these in the toilet. One of the reasons why these oils work so quickly is that when you put them on topically, they work their way into the bloodstream within less than 30 seconds. So yes, you do have to be careful, and that's why we say to dilute them when you put them on children. But if you are putting them on topically, they find their way into the bloodstream very quickly, which is why you start to see results for certain oils when you put them on, or you feel a certain way pretty quickly right after you have them put on your body topically. And then aromatically, when you're just smelling them, they can affect your mood and your body, your heart, your bloodstream, your thyroid within a matter of 10 seconds or less, if aromatically. So definitely they do their job quickly. So if you're feeling like you really need to de-stress and you want to put on some stress away and the smell uplifts you and it makes you feel good, you know that it's going to work at a pretty quick pace, which is nice. I find that, again, like I said, right now, copaiba, I can never say this right, really is doing it for me and it's making me feel good whenever I smell it. And so I've been putting it on my wrists and it's been uplifting for me, and it really kind of brings me out of a funk if I'm feeling that way, just because right now this is the oil that's doing that for me. Oils have different qualities to them for helping you feel certain ways. You know, we're not legally allowed to say that it's a cure-all for anything because it is not FDA approved. It is an essential oil, but they definitely can help ground you or give you a feeling of de-stress or help you focus. All of that stuff is possible, and they do help with that, but you know, we are not legally allowed to say that it's a cure-all for any ailment, because it's not. There's nothing that is going to cure you completely from anything. But if you want to live a more holistic life, this is definitely up in that direction and can help you with that for sure, and make you feel good and smell good, by the way. So you'll probably smell kind of badass because, you know, these things smell really nice. Frankincense. I will be honest, a lot of people love frankincense, and I know that it's great for your skin. You can mix it in with your lotion in the morning and put it in your daily moisturizer, and it will help to smooth out the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and all that stuff. I am not a huge frankincense fan as of yet. The smell is not something that does it for me, but I know so many people that love frankincense. And apparently, according to my mother-in-law, they gave the baby Jesus frankincense when he was born. So this oil has been around since the beginning of time. Who knew? Frankincense and myrrh apparently were given to the baby Jesus when he was born. Who knew? I didn't, but I was more educated this past weekend when Susan told me that. I thought that was kind of a fun fact. And lastly is RC. RC is awesome for congestion, and I put it up here on my chest. It's kind of like a natural Vicks. It relieves sinus congestion, or it can help relieve sinus congestion, and it's great. You can diffuse it, you can put it on directly, and if you're going to put it on your little ones, I would probably suggest diffusing it, or again using a carry oil. When I put it on straight from the bottle, what I do is I put it in the palm of my hand, and then I do a pump of the fractionated coconut oil, and then I rub it, and then I put it lightly on their chest or on their back. For Remy, I'm more comfortable coming up a little higher due to her age. For Luca, I would probably either just leave it here, or even younger children, I would put it on the bottoms of their feet, and not go up onto their respiratory system at all. So those are just a little quick ditty on all of the oils, up except for Stress Away. Stress Away, it's in a green bottle, and I can grab it or I can take a picture of it, but it kind of it does what it says the name is, and it has a lovely, amazing, sweet scent to it. And anybody that's ever worn Stress Away tells me how amazing they smell and what a wonderful way they feel afterwards. And I love to put Stress Away on Luca when she's having a meltdown. Again, I just put it on my hand with some coconut oil and I rub it right on her. And within a minute or two, she seems to snap out of it. Either the smell changes her mood, or it does its job pretty quickly for her. But Stress Away is one of those oils that really helps to bring Luca's mood back up when she's having one of her 3-year-old meltdowns. So that was something that was totally shocking for me the other week when she was melting down over having a pouch right before bedtime. And so if anybody has a child like Luca and they are epic meltdowners, it's not going to hurt to try it and to see if any of these alleviate some of those symptoms or some of those tantrums. Just, smell alone is very powerful. And it can snap you out of things. I mean, think about it. When you pass by somebody, or if you're hugging somebody that smells great, it makes you feel good. And it can uplift you just from the perfume that they're wearing. Or it can bring back a sense of memory for you. I know that my mom is a big perfume wearer, and whenever I borrow something of hers and she lends it to me, I hold on to it because it smells like my mom. So stuff like this can definitely uplift you just by using them and feeling that sense of comfort that they can give you. So I've now chatted for 29 minutes and 48 seconds. So I'm going to pop off, but I hope that you all have enjoyed learning a little bit about the oils, understanding where this journey started for me. And if anybody has any questions, you can totally message me. You can leave comments in this thread. I will be checking back. Feel free to PM me or tag me in the thread, and I'm happy to help you and answer any questions or get you started on your journey as well. It's really, really fun, and it's a really great company to support. And thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Have a great rest of the day and a wonderful weekend. Bye.